Things are really speeding up. I don't know if you've noticed, man, the energy, creative energy, the infinite one source energy, whatever you want to call it, speeding up. I don't know if you are noticing this, if you're becoming aware of this in your life. Today is August 30th, 2017. Crazy stuff is happening around the world. Things are changing. Things are transforming faster than they've ever changed before. Last Monday, we had a solar eclipse, a full solar eclipse, something that doesn't happen very often. In fact, it only happens roughly every 30 years. The last one, I believe, was 1978-ish. But for me, I'm big into astrology, astronomy, time. You see, us humans, we count time, we view time linearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. That's how we count. That's how we perceive time linearly from our human point of view. Well, time also happens cyclically, in cycles and in waves. And so to me, I saw and I see now that eclipse was almost like a stargate, which took us to a whole new level of creation. If you really look around at creation and evolution, things are happening faster and faster. Things are evolving and progressing and moving forward faster and faster. Technology is evolving faster and faster. And along with it, all of the strife, all of the challenges on the planet, war, competition, greed, manipulation, energy, water, food, all of the challenges are coming to a head faster and faster. And so when creation speeds up, the key is to become aware. The key to thriving in this new world that's being created around us is you have to be aware. You have to be aware of the energy. You have to be aware of your feelings. How do you feel? It's about getting out of the mind and into the heart. How do you feel about your job? How do you feel about your relationships? How do you feel about your body, physically and non-physically? And based on how you feel, you need to make adjustments. You need to take leaps of faith to make the changes that you need to make to get into harmony with this fast-paced creative energy, because it's only going to continue to speed up. And as it speeds up, we need to learn more and more how to get out of the mind and get out of the heart. You see, in any situation, there's always a moment of time that you have to respond, time that you have to think, time that you have to feel. Let me give you an example. If I'm going on this walk, and let's say up here about a mile there's a store, a strip mall, before I go into any of those stores, I'm changing from one scene of the movie, one moment, the walk, and I'm changing scenes. I'm going into the store. You see, that moment in between change of scene, I have time to feel. I have time to set my intention. What is my intention going into this? What is your intention today? What is your intention going into work? What you do for a living? What's your intention with your relationships? What is your intention? And then notice, how do you feel? How do you feel in any situation? And if you do not feel good about any situation, what that is your higher non-physical being, your non-physical self, your higher self, is communicating with your conscious ego self, and it's communicating by emotions, the feelings that you feel. And so if you go into a job every day that you don't like, if you're in a relationship that you're not happy with, if there's anything in your life that causes or creates consistent negative emotion or emotion that you don't like, that's a sign that you need to change that area of your life. You need to figure out a solution to your relationship, whether it's rekindling a romance, restarting that fire, or perhaps for some people, it really is moving on, breaking the relationship, getting out. If you're in a job that you don't like, working around people that you're not in harmony with, you have an option to step up and to create harmony within that group, or to move on. The hard part is moving on. The hard part is taking that step and moving forward with faith and gratitude. That's the hard part. But you have to do it. Because as this energy speeds up, the discomfort that you feel is going to compound on itself. It's going to get stronger. It's going to get more powerful. I'm here to tell you, friends, when you take that leap of faith, a way, an opportunity will find you. You know, it might be a little old of a movie for a lot of people watching this, but there's a movie, Indiana Jones. I believe it's the final one, Indiana Jones and something. But in that movie, there's a scene where they have to go from one cavern to another in order to find the Ark of the Covenant. And there's no bridge. It's a deep, deep canyon or crevice. But there's an invisible bridge. And they have to take a leap of faith. They have to take a step, having faith that the bridge is there. And lo and behold, the bridge appears. Doesn't appear to their sight, but it is there. And they're able to cross that ravine without falling down. Same thing with your life. We're not meant to be these human doings, working jobs that we don't like, living lives that we don't like. Life is meant to be an amazing, beautiful journey. You deserve that. We all deserve that. You deserve to have anything that you want to be, do, or have. So what do you want to be? What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to have in your life? Because you can have it. You can have anything you want. But in order to have that, you've got to be willing to move. You've got to be willing to change. You've got to be willing to take risks. You've got to be willing to take that leap of faith. Otherwise, the stress is going to compound. The fear, the worry, the anxiety is going to compound. Because never before in human history has there been so much illness, so much dis-ease on this planet, especially in Western American culture. And that dis-ease stems from stress. Stress that we don't make enough money. Stress about relationships. Stress about what we do for work. We live in the most exciting time in human history. Technology, like the phone that I'm using to make this video, has created so much opportunity in this world for you to create anything you want. You just gotta move. You just gotta take action with faith. Because I'm telling you, the creative energy, the power, whatever you want to call it, God, whatever, it's speeding up. Can you feel it? I know I can. Just this past week, since that solar eclipse, things have really started speeding up. Things are really changing in a big way, and it's only going to continue to get more powerful. We have to start learning to live from our hearts instead of living from our mind. So start becoming aware. Start becoming aware of how you feel in any situation. Any situation. How are you feeling? How are you being in that moment? And if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling contention, if you're feeling worry, if you're feeling anxiety, that is an inner guidance system that's built in. It's a communication system between the physical you and the non-physical you. And it's telling you, it's an alarm system telling you you need to make a change. That what you're doing in this moment is not in harmony with the higher purpose that we all have. So it's time to make some changes, people. It's time to become aware of what areas of your life are creating stress. And it's time to alleviate that stress.